Hi, this is Andrea Earle with your Canvas tip of the day, number 23, setting up prerequisites and requirements in Canvas LMS. Many teachers ask me how they can keep students working through Canvas modules in order without skipping around and doing assignments out of order. It's very tempting for students to click on assignments from the to-do menu, but then they often miss pages that you've set up for them to read or activities for you to do for them to complete in a certain order. So in this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to set up prerequisites and requirements in your Canvas modules. So let's start. I have a module set up here for week 1, and I put the date. I've already added all my assignments to the module. Notice there are 5 items in the module. I've numbered them to correlate with week 1. You can also correlate them, the numbers to go with the module number. You're then going to click the 3 dots next to the module title, and in the drop-down, you're going to select Edit. You can lock the module until a certain date if you don't want students accessing the module before a date. But then you can add requirements to the module. So I'm going to add requirement. And the first thing pops up is my 1.0 assignment. Since I have 5 items in this assignment, I'm going to add all of them, and I want students to work through an order. So I'm going to add 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And I'm going to select students must move through the requirements in sequential order. Now let's look at the actual 5 items. So number 1.0, it's a page. I don't want students just to view the page. I want them to actually mark it as done. The second item is 1.1, Notice and Wonder. And for this one, I want students just to submit the assignment. For number 3, the third item, it's 1.2. On this one, I also want students to submit the assignment. So I do that with all of the items. I select them all. Now on this one, this is going to be more of a formative assessment, so I don't want them moving on until I've graded it. So I'm going to say score at least, and I'm going to say 8 out of 10. I think I have one more item that I missed, so I'm just going to add one more requirement. And that's my 1.4. It's a quiz. And again, I want students to earn at least 13 out of 15 points on this assessment. I'm going to select Update the module. It tells me the progression has changed. So if anyone's done work inside the module, it will kind of stop them. And then I'm going to go ahead and publish the module and all items in it. Once students have completed the week 1 module, and I've graded the one assignment that they need to get 8 points on, they will be then able to move on to week 2. So I have my assignments here for week 2, but I want them to move through week 2 in order as well. And I don't want them starting week 2 until week 1 is complete. So again, click the 3 dots, the kebab menu next to the module title, select Edit, and this time I'm going to add a prerequisite. The prerequisite is I want them to finish week 1 before they can move on. I'm now going to add my requirements, which I want students to move through in sequential order. The overview, I want them to mark it as done. The Frayer activity, I want them to submit. The number mania, I want them to submit, but then the last requirement is going to be used as the assessment. So I want them to score at least 8 points on it. I update my module. And now students cannot move on to module 2 or week 2 until they complete the week 1 module. I'm now going to publish everything, publish module and all items. And I don't have to worry about students skipping ahead or skipping over the pages and just going straight to the assignments. So let's take a look at this from the student point of view. When the student goes to modules, they can see the week 1 and the week 2 modules, but notice they can't click on any of these assignments until the first one is complete. So it says start here, going to start here. And this module, I just marked it that they need to view it. Oops, I wanted the student to mark it as done. So that means I better go back and fix that progression. It's always important that you try out your module as a student to make sure the progression works in the way you want. So I'm going to go back to my modules. I'm going to go back to edit my pacing. Here it is, start here. It says view this item. I want students to mark it as done. So I'm going to change that. Everything else looks good. And I'm going to hit update module. And now let's go back to student view. Let's try it again. Oops. All right. So start here. And now I look through and you see at the bottom here, it says mark as done. So students need to consciously mark that item as done before they can move on. Clicking next is the easiest way to move from module to module. This assignment, students are going to need to submit their responses. Here's my response, submit answer, and now they're able to move on to the next lesson. Notice that I cannot move on to the next lesson here because I have not completed the previous one, and it gives me a reminder here that I can't use it. This assignment is not currently available because you've not yet completed the prerequisites. So that's very important, helps keep students in the correct place. So once all of these assignments are done, then module 2 or week 2 will open. Thank you for watching this Canvas tip of the day. Please like and subscribe. And please check out my new podcast, Building Classroom Community. All my videos and the podcast can be found at thedigitalteach.com. Thank you for watching.